Hello Leo, and welcome to your January 2023 astrology forecast. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising Leo. Your Sun sign is what you're motivated towards, what you want to go after, you're aware of it. Your Moon sign is more your emotional self and is more subjective, and your Rising is your external world. So be prepared to watch your Sun, Moon and Rising for January especially. Now we do start off the month with a Mercury retrograde and a Mars retrograde, which both went retrograde in 2022. So we can feel a bit frustrated, like things are not moving along in the first part of January, where we feel irritated quicker, annoyed, and we'll really be feeling like, oh, things are just a bit more tense for us. Miscommunication, misunderstandings is Mercury retrograde, which can lead to conflict. Read and reread all documentation. People from the past can re-enter your life during a Mercury retrograde. So take it easy in the first part of January with yourself. It's more reflective time, and Mercury retrograde loves to bring things to light, and information that's hidden we now become more aware of. And that can be anything from maybe you weren't aware of a situation or how someone felt, and now you know, because Mercury retrograde loves to bring those things out. Now, also, last year in 2022, in December, Jupiter moved into the sign of Aries. It was in Aries earlier in the year, but now it'll be in Aries and will stay there until May of 2023. And this is your 9th house of travel, expansion, philosophy, or learning something. So this is where you can learning something that can really be opening you up to new opportunities. It's great for meeting foreign people, for going to foreign places. Expanding on your knowledge is really good for that energy, which opens you up to lots of opportunities. On the 3rd, we have Venus in your one-on-one relationships, both personal and professional, where you are working with others. And Venus loves to create harmony when it comes to our relationships. So if you've been having any Mercury retrograde issues or Mars retrograde issues, this is beautiful because it brings in that soothing balm in order to make your relationships more harmonious. On the 6th, there's a full moon in this 12th house, where you are asked to release, let go, spend some time to self. Full moons love to bring things to a head. It shows us what is hidden, and it's a completion point. Sometimes it's a completion point of celebration, that we've made it this far, and sometimes it's a completion point of a situation or a relationship. Almost said situationship, but yes, that's exactly what it does. It shows us what needs to come to completion. And this is happening in your 12th house, which is a completion energy in itself. So something needs to be completed. It's run its course. You might also feel like you no longer want to do this. You no longer want to put up with that. You no longer feel the need to be a part of different situations, or they themselves might now, that situation will be removed from your life. And that's what the 12th house is about. It's a time for reflecting into the past, where we might even think about past experiences, how we've dealt with things, how did things work out for us, how can we move forward. It's a very healing and reflective time for you. It's a time to check in with your mental health, because that is a time where we generally go through deep emotional process of our emotions. On the 12th, Mars will go direct, and will be going direct in your 11th house of social circles and friendships. So it's been retrograde, and in the retrograde period, you have to rethink the people that you connect to, the groups that you're a part of. And we have various groups, family groups, work groups, social groups, the groups that we also join, whether that's for a spiritual or religious purpose or anything like that, empowerment groups. You'll be rethinking that, and have been rethinking that when Mars was retrograde, which went retrograde on the 30th of October 2022. Now that it's direct, and anything that happened within your groups, whether it was conflict, anything like that, now that it's direct, you're moving forward with your connections and how you want to connect and who do you want to connect to. So there's no more tension within your connections. On the 18th, we have Mercury going direct in the 6th house, and this is great now for work, routine, and health. You can now move along with any changes that you want to make. You might even feel better about your health. An essence of stress or tension that you've been carrying within yourself, and then health, physical, mental, emotional. And, we can obviously look at those different aspects of health and how that Mercury retrograde would have impacted you, and what you need to rethink about your daily habits that were distracting you during the retrograde period. Now that it's direct, you now can move along with opportunities for work. You can find yourself feeling a bit more organized. You can take action on any ways to better your health overall. And on the 20th, the sun will then move into the 7th house. The 21st, we have a new moon in the 7th house, and this is great for your one-on-one relationships and connecting to people. So if you're single, great time to meet new people, connect to people. If you're in existing relationships, it shows a fresh start, where there's a new birth happening within that relationship, something new coming into that relationship. It's great for any one-on-one relationships that you want to bring into life, be it friendships, be it, maybe business partners, so forth like that, where you're connecting in a new way. Then on the 22nd, Uranus goes direct, and it's been retrograde for the past couple of months, and this is in your 10th house of career. So you've been rethinking your career in the past couple of months back in 2022, rethinking it, thinking what you should do, finding it a bit disruptive, how is it working for you, all of those things. Now that Uranus is direct in this 10th house of career, your goals, your ambitions, what motivates you, this energy is telling you what do you want to do when it comes to your career, what changes you want to make, what disruptions you want to make to your career. That's the energy of it in your physical world. What do you want to do? Go after it. And then on the 27th, Venus now will move into this 8th house of finances, investments, where you're looking at your money now, Leo, and you're saying, okay, where do I want to invest my money? What do I want to do with my money? What better ways can I manage my money? Venus here can be very rewarding in the 8th house, where we might receive money in some way and we want to decide what we're going to do with it. It's also great for building intimate bonds and where we can feel like we can open up and trust someone. It's where we share ourselves. You can even share finances. That's also another thing that happens there, especially if you are coupled, living together, that kind of thing. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website will be linked down below if you'd like a reading, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos. And let me know how you feel in the comments for your month ahead in January. Happy New Year.